I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Ah bah ils ont bien envie de te parler là.
Are you okay? It's been hours.
It's nothing, I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right to
And
just
what about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be
Fucking
ashamed.
shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women.
Tu as
not
commandité
me.
le meurtre.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute.
Non, tu as
so
commandité
you're
le
saying
meurtre.
Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Don't worry about it. It's done.
Justice has already been dispatched. Bigby.
Donc je suis pas coupable de 3000 chefs d'accusation.
So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the chart.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
Esclavagisme aussi.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily. So you can strike that one from your little record
Tu as
book.
commandité le
Bullshit!
meurtre.
Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're in...
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning. So cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've
Just
done.
give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those
See?
women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand,
Mais t'as
he
aucune
murdered two of
défense.
his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit. Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Non.
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful?
Oui, parce que ça te lave, mais c'était un piège.
Cooperate.
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you?
Protège des criminels.
You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
I think you're done talking.
What are you afraid of? Why not let an old man say his piece?
Parce que tu dis de la merde.
My employees are just that.
Non, des criminels. Tu confonds employés et criminels.
Some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions.
Sauf ceux qui portaient des menottes aux pieds.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distaste.
Tu te sers de gens vulnérables.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all in line.
You forget it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Un échange de services malsains, quoi.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really?
Oui.
What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not
Tu lui as forcé à faire de la contrebande contre le service,
everything
quoi.
she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her
Voilà.
tree back.
C'est servi de la
and in turn, we
vulnérabilité
used
de
her
quelqu'un pour
magic
demander
to
quelque
help
chose
all
d'illégal.
fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
Ou je t'aurais décapité. Hein.
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true? Don't blame Snow, she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her
Je peux
fault.
toujours
You
te
can lie to
décapiter.
yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to
Vous
fuck
hassiez
you,
Crane,
and you
et vous
being
le
too
hassiez.
soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Ouais, on fait pas
Yeah,
pareil.
right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Bon voilà, tu l'as eu ton procès.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that
Ah
these
putain, mais c'est le perso le plus
completely
con de la
unfounded.
Terre.
The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession that...
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, But I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's...
Je pense que Georgie a dû parler à ses
What are
filles
you
comme
talking
Nerissa.
about?
Snow?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, crooked man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Il y a forcément
Maybe-
quelqu'un à qui Georgie a
maybe
parlé.
I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Oh, you just shut the fuck up already.
It's okay. Whatever you're getting at, get to it.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man,
That don't make him a murderer.
doesn't it?
For
me
fuck's
défendais
sake,
contre deux
killing
gars avec des
someone who's
fusils à
trying to
pompe.
kill you is
They were
hardly...
there to
Tu
retrieve
comprends la
Crane.
légitime défense ou
You
pas?
didn't need to escalate things.
Me. It was them. And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Haha.
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where have I
internally.
heard that before? How
Légitime
about the way
défense.
he treated poor Tweedledee
Ils étaient deux avec des
when he
fusils
was
à pompe.
in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
C'était sous le... C'était Crane.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish
Mais
for
This
t'as
is
3000 chefs
completely
d'accusation.
different. We
I
all...
did not order those two girls dead.
Si.
It simply never happened.
Oui, mais on peut t'inculper pour tout le
Georgie
reste.
killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you. Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Ah oui, Nerissa. Témoigne.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
whether-
up. You
Bleh.
enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't
Vas-y,
say
la
a
petite
word about
sirène.
it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa!
your-
My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie!
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole.
Ah,
And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you
on a un
did.
témoin.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
J'entame une danse de la victoire.
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it,
Bitch.
right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to
propose un
yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment, so I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
Ta gueule.
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really.
Ah.
He should be the judge.
Je propose d'en faire un
That
kebab.
makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just
Je propose de lui
do
enlever les
what
ongles
you
un
think
par
is
un.
right.
Alors...
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
cannot just fucking get rid of him.
Not this way!
Ah! Fuck! Shit! Bitch!
There you are. I hope you all remember this.
Je me suis défendu.
Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still...
End it
Tiens, on va
already.
faire justice
Just
pour ce que t'as
between
fait.
us, I was gonna let you live. But
Non.
now,
You're going to miss me.
Non.
no, I won't.
Voilà. Tu as tué des gens par décapitation. On va te rendre la monnaie de ta pièce, bâtard. Bleh.
Oh my god!
Allez, et dans le puits. Et la tête, on va l'enfermer dans une prison. Peine équitable.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Right. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Oui. Écran de chargement de la mort. Je t'ai donné des sous pour le trompe-l'œil.
Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
Oh, bien joué. Là, tu rassures son fils. Père de la
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
How should I know?
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Let me help.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help.
Pas m'en empêcher.
But this is just something I need to do on my own, okay? Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place.
It's okay. Just calm down.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
Je sais pas ce que je fais.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess what's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town, finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Ça fait 2 fois que ce bus passe.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
Putain, mais qui c'est, quoi? Ok. Seulement 31% des joueurs ont décidé d'être cruels comme moi et laisser Georgie mourir. 89% des joueurs ont décidé d'amener le Crooked Man vivant. Ah, on pouvait l'amener mort. Ah, me dit. Seulement 14% des joueurs ont décidé de lui arracher la tête. Je trouve que c'est juste justice. Hein. 98% des joueurs ont décidé d'accepter le cadeau de TJ. Enfin de CJ, ça me paraît normal. Et 54% des joueurs ont dit j'espère que j'ai fait ce qu'il fallait. Et là on va se prendre... non, c'est bon. Statistiques spéciales, blablabla. Oh, il y a tout quoi. Vous avez utilisé la même technique d'interrogation, vous l'avez frappé durant l'interrogatoire, vous l'avez donné à bord lorsqu'il a demandé à votre appartement, vous l'avez aidé à éviter la ferme. Tordu. Je lui arrache la tête. Dom, Georgie, Greenleaf. Bon, ils disent un peu ce qui s'est passé dans le jeu, je trouve pas ça très intéressant. Ah, voilà, je déteste quand ça fait ça. Mais on va passer ce passage, puisqu'on va aller au livre des fables pour voir les dernières informations qu'on a ratées. Décrocher un roman illustré dès aujourd'hui. Je pense que c'est découvert, oui, parce qu'il y a la BD, le comics fable. Alors, voyons. Framerate toporé. Alors, on va voir ça. Bip. Alors, voyons. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Un petit loup tout blanc. Le loup d'hiver, la mère de Bigby. Oh, tu es mignon, tu petit Bigby, là. La mère de Bigby, Hiver, tomba amoureuse du vent du Nord et porta en son sein ses 7 louveteaux. Malheureusement, le vent du Nord se lassa d'Hiver et la quitta. Le cœur brisé et seul, Hiver fit tout son possible pour prendre soin de ses louveteaux et cela malgré le douloureux deuil auquel elle était confrontée. Elle aimait particulièrement Bigby, mais étant le plus petit des 7, il fut souvent moqué par ses frères plus âgés. Lorsqu'Hiver mourut, les 6 louveteaux partirent à la recherche de leur père, tandis que Bigby resta à protéger le corps de sa mère de tous ceux qui voudraient s'en approcher. Mais il était trop petit pour la défendre, il décida alors de manger de plus en plus chaque jour qui passerait, jusqu'à ce qu'il soit assez fort pour affronter son père et ainsi se venger de la douleur causée à sa famille. Wow. Ah ouais, quand même. Le grand méchant loup. Le vrai visage de Bigby. Bigby, sous sa vraie forme, est un loup géant de plus de 2,50 m. Il avait l'air un peu plus grand que ça, quand même. En plus de son célèbre pouvoir de souffle, il a hérité de son père, le vent du Nord, d'autres capacités. Par exemple, Bigby est capable de retenir sa respiration pendant très longtemps, ce qui lui permet de ne jamais se noyer. La loyauté de Marie. Bloody Mary commença à travailler pour le Tordu il y a de cela des siècles. Il lui promet de la laisser libre de ses actes tant qu'elle resterait son garde du corps et sa tueuse à gage personnelle. Grâce au pouvoir et à l'influence du Tordu, Marie n'a jamais eu à se soucier de se faire prendre la main dans le sac par les autorités. Elle aimait son travail plus que tout et serait prête à mourir pour le Tordu parce qu'elle trouvait ça drôle. LOL. Justice de Fableville. Quand un criminel est capturé à Fableville, il est de coutume de tenir un discours devant la communauté où les parties concernées, pourtant des exceptions peuvent avoir lieu afin d'accélérer le processus. La réalité des faits est qu'il n'y a pas de règles particulières dans ces situations et que la nature de l'accusation et ses conséquences dépendent surtout de qui est assis sur le banc des accusés. Un nouvel ordre. Blanche-Neige qui cligne les yeux. Crane désavoué, le maire Cole a officiellement désigné Blanche-Neige comme directrice des opérations et adjointe au maire en son absence. Beaucoup diront que cette promotion n'est qu'un juste retour des choses puisqu'elle a été une pièce importante dans la construction de Fableville, faisant en sorte qu'un grand nombre des fables arrivent dans ce nouveau monde en sécurité. Elle faisait aussi déjà tout le travail d'un adjoint au maire de façon officieuse et ce depuis des années. Shérif Bigby. Après avoir fui le royaume, Bigby Wolf a passé de nombreuses années à errer à travers l'Europe avec une colonie de fables rapidement développée dans le Nouveau Monde. Blanche-Neige et Feathertop ont traqué le loup et lui ont proposé de rejoindre Fableville. Il accepta et Blanche le coupa avec un couteau de lycanthropie rouillé pour lui donner le pouvoir de revêtir une forme humaine à volonté. Sympa, Bigby est devenu shérif de Fableville sous l'administration du roi Cole, mais à cause de son passé violent, plusieurs fables n'ont pas confiance en lui et il lui a été interdit de mettre ne serait-ce qu'un pied à la ferme. Encore à ce jour, il a du mal à se racheter aux yeux de la communauté. Donc j'ai pas tout débloqué, il m'a manqué quelques-unes. Ah, ça j'ai vu ou j'ai pas vu ça? L'antre du Tordu, oui, ça on l'avait vu, ok. Donc voilà, on a fini avec cette aventure de Wolf Among Us, qui était cool, qui était bien sympathique. J'espère qu'il y aura une saison 2, en tout cas la fin laisse présumer une saison 2. Merci d'avoir suivi ce Let's Play, avec toutes ces embûches et tout ça. Et bientôt, je pense que je ferai une petite vidéo pour voir ensemble quel let's play je vais enchaîner après un let's play basé sur l'histoire, on va dire, parce que je fais aussi Just Cause 2, mais c'est plus pour le fun. Hein, je fais pas attention à l'histoire, je joue pour le fun absolument, et puis ça sera pas trop suivi. Mais j'ai envie de faire un autre let's play sur un autre jeu qui sera suivi niveau histoire. Donc je discuterai de ça avec vous, vous inquiétez pas, je ferai une petite vidéo de vote, hein, pourquoi pas. Et voilà, merci d'avoir suivi ce let's play de Wolf Among Us. N'hésitez pas à laisser des pouces verts et à partager bien sûr pour faire découvrir aux gens et tout ça. Et merci d'avoir regardé encore une fois. Et à bientôt.